Now it's Radventure time. Let's kick it into action. Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be reviewing yet another one of the Saban American Tokusatsu shows that started up in the 90s, riding off the success of Power Rangers. And this is another sort of special one because this was actually supposed to be a direct spin-off from Power Rangers, which had such potential. I think this could have been such a cool idea that they just did nothing with. It's like, what were you guys thinking? Like, you had Power Rangers, you had a crossover episode, and then they just completely abandoned it. Like, what were they thinking?
That's right, mate. I feel like they should have totally ridden on the success of Power Rangers. They had a backdoor pilot in Power Rangers, which was cool, and don't get me wrong, those episodes were pretty awesome, and it made it seem like Masked Rider was going to be a pretty cool show. And then you tune into the show and it's like, what is this, mate?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get into. The fact that the tone of this show was just like all over the place. And I watched some of Kamen Rider Black RX. The main character does move in with the family, but you know, it's not like this. Like this family is just so cheesy, and which is fine. I do like the cheesiness. That's why I'm here. But I think as a kid when I saw this, it was just so not what I was expecting from what I seen on the backdoor pilot on Power Rangers. So I watched a couple of episodes, but eventually I just kind of fell off because I was like, okay, this is not what I was looking for. So at the start of the episode, we meet Prince Dex, and he's on the planet Edenoi, which just looks like, you know, Vasquez Rocks, as everything does in this, any planet looks like in these shows. So he's on this planet and he's reforming like some sort of rebellion team against his evil uncle Dragon, Count Dragon.
Dex, you think they spotted us?
No, Farian. The plague soldiers are too busy carrying out Count Dragon's orders.
I believe we've obtained all the information that we need.
Ashley, the Yellow Space Ranger? So they're trying to get away, and then Furbus has to go and blow their cover, and he's like whining, Dex, Dex! And it's like, bro, come on. They're trying to be stealthy here, bro.
I will dispatch the destructor sphere immediately. Once upon Earth, it will assemble to create my most diabolical creature.
So anyways, Count Dragon sends a monster to the planet Earth, as you do in these shows. Like, it's always got to be Earth for some reason. Okay, that monster looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. So, back on Earth, we meet the super diverse Stewart family, which Dex will inevitably end up living with.
Barb, kids, I just heard the news. There's something strange is going on. Even my new molecular radar picked the signals up.
And then we'll have news after.
Dad, are we being invaded by aliens?
Do you think you want to try that line again? Then we get the sort of like the Bulk and Skull type characters for this show. And
you make sure that's tied right, Herbie.
I think we need some more slime. Oh, gross. Why are we doing this anyway? Molly's never done anything to you.
How can you say that? Did she or did she not steal the lead from me in the school play? And now Bobby Brigmore's got his eye on her and he's mine.
And they actually kind of remind me of an early version of Devin and Cassidy from Dino Thunder. And I actually don't even remember their names. So I'm just going to call them like Devin and Cassidy from now on. So back on Edenoi, Dex meets up with his grandfather, just standing in the middle of the desert, you know, because we're only going to be on this planet for this episode, so why bother building a set, you know? Anyways, he explains that he has to go to Earth to stop Count Dragon, and he gives him this like human disguise, which I guess just makes him look like Kotaro from Kamen Rider, but whatever. I mean, it's a cool look. I like this sort of like biker jacket. Kind of reminds me of I've been watching Metalder, and there's also a character who has this sort of similar style. So it's a cool like 90s style, but it's clearly just given to him so they can like use footage from Kamen Rider Black RX from like whenever there's like the back shots or whatever, or like far away shots. And anyways, back on Earth, fake Devin and Cassidy are trying to pull some prank on the Stewart kids because I don't know, why not? They have some reason to not like them.
Must be a meteor.
But anyways, it backfires and they end up getting slimed. Dex comes to Earth and he crashes into the Stewart's backyard.
petunias! My apologies.
And he ruins the mom's petunias. It's always the damn petunias. So Dex explains where he's from, and as he's talking, they offer him some juice.
My name is Dex, Prince of Edenoi. I was sent by my grandfather, the king. I am to fit in with human society in order to stop the evil schemes of Count Dragon, to enslave the population of Earth and recruit them for his army of darkness.
Right, well, you just drink your juice, son. I'm sure everything's gonna be just fine.
He bites the juice box. You get it? Because, like, he's from space and he doesn't get that it's like juice in a box, so he bites it like it's food.
No way. Twice in one night? Whoa, what's that?
Bugs? Furbus! Oh, Furbus, am I ever glad to see you.
Oh, thank the Lord, Furbus is back.
We shall attack at dawn.
Okay, so what has this monster been doing for the past day? He's just been standing there. So the monster's attacking and Dex decides he has to morph, and he does it right there in the backyard.
Ectophase, activate!
Wow, way cool.
And then the neighbor, Patsy, happens to see him, like, transform.
The time has come. The forces of evil must be vanquished forever.
A bug. I just saw a giant bug. I have got to talk to Herbie.
And she just thinks he's like a giant bug, which, whatever, like, that's just weird. Like, he's clearly a man in a costume, but she's like, oh, it's a giant bug. I just love the contrast of this, like, epic, scary monster, and then there's, like, the suburban backyard with, like, Furbus. So then they're going to a town meeting about the monsters.
With all this craziness going on around here, I don't think you two should be home by yourselves. Where's Dex?
He went out chasing monsters. Isn't that cool?
Well, I hope he knows what he's doing.
I love that she just reacts so casually, like, yeah, he's fighting monsters. I just hope he brought a coat. So the parents don't know about Furbus, and he's like trying to stay hidden, but while they're getting ready, we have some wacky Furbus hijinks. Okay, I think that was the wrong audio, but you get it. So then Dex unlocks the quote-unquote cave from like every episode of Power Rangers, and he uses his little mind gem to unlock some new toys.
Those that may aid you.
They're exactly as I imagined them.
Okay, I am here for these maggots. They're not like the mindless like putties who are just blubbering around all the time with no character. Like, these little rascals have some humor. They act like they're scared of the people, and then they have the balls to just like swagger down the aisle. I mean, these jokers know they don't gotta do much to scare these like basic Karens. So Dex morphs again and rides his new bike to help.
I'm tired of playing games with you pets. I'm just about... Hey! Gentlemen, table for three. All right, who wants dessert? You may all come out now. The creatures have gone. I fear you have not seen the last of these strange events, good citizens, but you are safe for the moment. My work here is done. I must go.
Wait a minute. Who are you? We haven't had a chance to thank you yet.
I am a friend, and no thanks are needed, ma'am.
What a polite bug.
Why is everyone calling him a bug? He barely looks like a bug.
Sire, might I suggest sending down another monster? You have a vast array of insectivores in your collection. Send them all.
One will be enough.
Perhaps a new one each week for about a year. Yes, that's the most efficient plan. So Dex defeats the monster.
Electro Saber activate!
That's one less foul creature to spread Count Dragon's evil.
Okay, so back at the Stewart house, this dad has been sneezing a lot because I forgot to. So there was this part where like Furbus, they're trying to hide Furbus from the dad because he's like allergic to animals and stuff. They don't want to get rid of Furbus, of course, but they can't tell the dad that he's there because he's gonna be like, no, don't. We can't keep this furry, fuzzy alien in our house because I'm allergic. But anyway, he's been sneezing a lot because Furbus has been like sneaking around the house, and for some reason they just don't resolve that in this episode, I guess. But anyways, they decide to ask Dex to stay.
Long day at the office, huh?
Excuse me? I was not in any office today.
Never mind. Dex, I think I speak for all of us. You've done so much for our town today. Well, our world, really. We'd like for you to stay here with us. Be a part of our family.
All right. This is great.
And Dex agrees to stay with them at the Stewart house.
Yeah, mate. I mean, this show could have had potential, being an official spin-off of the Power Rangers. And at that time, Power Rangers was still pretty popular. So why they went in this direction, I don't know, mate.
Yeah, it's a little weird. You know, I actually happened to, I invited the Master Rider over. Maybe we can talk to him a little about it. Master Rider, come on out.
Hello, I am Dex from the planet Edenoi.
Yeah, we know. So anyways, Dex, did you ever get to fight with the Power Rangers ever again?
I called them several times, but they always seemed too busy to answer my calls. I could have used their help several times, but they always seemed busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I'm sorry that happened to you.
It is okay. I did get to team up with some former Masked Riders in one of my final adventures.
Yeah, that's cool. And did they even call you for Countdown to Destruction?
I am afraid they did not. I would have been happy to help.
Wait, did your costume just change?
I am afraid I do not know what you're talking about.
Okay, that was weird. Like, I could have sworn you were just in the Kamen Rider Black costume.
Yes. This is just because it is so powerful.
Oh, so it did change.
I didn't say that.
Okay. All right, well, anyways, it was great having you, Master Rider. Hopefully to see you again sometime. All right, you rascals, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and sure, why not? Hit that little bell as well. Spread the word. It's a new channel, like I said. We're trying to grow as much as possible, so send out links or show your friends or whatever. We'll see you all next time. Bye.